Today I bring back with another video. This video topic is going to be the Spider-Man Remastered, which is you can consider as a new Spider-Man franchise entry, which I'm going to test on my current configuration based on the Ryzen 5600g, Vega 7 of a iGPU combo. No dedicated GPU are going to be involved in this video. So before going through the settings and also gameplay benchmark, I'm going to yap a little bit about this game and also going to share my own opinion. So if you don't want to listen any of this like a yap, you can totally go through the settings and also gameplay, since I already gave my timestamps each and every video and my other videos too. Aside from the yapping, most of the people who actually see these types of benchmark video, they don't want to listen some random guys yapping about the games. All they have to see the settings, which settings is going to be the best for that particular game, and also is this game is actually going to be have a playable experience based on their own preference. Some guys really prefer to play games 30 fps, some guys prefer 20 fps as a playable experience. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm going to start the app, but I'm not going to make it long enough. So this is Spider-Man Remastered game. It is actually remastered when it was released for the PS5 version, but before that, when it was actually released in a original PS4 version 2018, it was considered as one of those best gaming year ever. Why am I saying this? Because alongside the Spider-Man, we do get two games with their most awaited sequel. First one was the God of War, second one was the Red Dead Redemption. But in that year, these three games was somewhat of a battling against each other to make a happens to the game of the year. The final game which was actually won that time, which is the God of War, and this God of War is not even something of a similar to our previous one. It is somewhat of a sequel, but make it with a unique one. Why am I saying that unique one? In our previous God of War, what we play with a top-down view, but in this new God of War, we are playing as a shoulder view, kind of like a TPP version. If I just give you a quick example, it's similar to a GTA versions. So people who actually play the God of War, they were way too much excited to play this game since it is a Kratos, and when they actually heard that we are going to get a new Kratos where he's actually going to be a much more chill guy, not even some of like a rage guy before. So people are way too much expected to see that how the character are going to be end up. Is it actually going to be some of those like a woke shit or not? But after playing it, people realize that God of War actually take another standard what a character development should take notes from other games too. Now, aside from the God of War, there are some other also popular games such as the Red Dead Redemption 2. Even to this day, most of the people consider it one of this like a top tier or best story representation game ever exists. Of course, it is a Rockstar company. Whenever they release a certain games, it makes a history and also it relevant to almost like a decades or some other times too. Even to this day, GTA Vice City and some other games, GTA 5, GTA 4 is still popular relevantly. And people consider one of the best GTA ever exists is a GTA 4, which was released almost like 17 years ago. Now, for the Red Dead Redemption 2, it was also a most highly anticipated sequel from the Rockstar games. It took almost like a 10 year, not actually 10 years, 8 or 9 years to make this game and also release this game in an official platform. There was a controversy happening in 2018, which game actually deserved to be a game of the year. But it deserved God of War, but most of the people actually consider Red Dead Redemption 2 as the game of the year. That's why in a gaming community, even to this day, consider 2018 is the most biggest ROP game of the year ever. Well, that's a preference because God of War is a franchise from the long enough. Red Dead Redemption 2 is not even a very much of a long franchise since it was only have a one sequel, but when it comes to a God of War, they already have a almost like a 4 or 5 sequel for their multiple versions. So people are actually way too much engaged with the God of War rather than Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, that's the basic things. But before the Spider-Man as a superhero games, there were already multiple Spider-Man games was actually released, especially the best Spider-Man games that we ever got. Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2 version. I'm not talking about the PC version or some other version which is totally a dogshit one, but for the PlayStation 2 version, it totally make us the what you would wave swinging and also what the traversal mechanics Spider-Man should do in an open world. After that, we did get another perfect Spider-Man game, which is a Ultimate Spider-Man. When Ultimate Spider-Man is a comically accurate and also the gameplay whole over vibe is it's totally felt like I'm playing inside with a comic books. Now after that, we didn't even get a much better Spider-Man. We did get Amazing Spider-Man, which is based on a movie version. You already know that movie version of a games does not even rely that much of a stronghold. They are most of the time dog shit. But in the midst of this like a dog shit release of a superhero games, we got a perfect game in that time, which is the Batman series. Yeah man, Batman trilogy, even to this day consider one of the like best superhero game, even better than Spider-Man in some aspect. Spider-Man is a neighborhood friendly types of things, but when it comes to actual baseline what you should make a superhero game and also keep in mind what you have to make an element before making superhero games, that was made by the Batman in that time, which was Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and also Batman Arkham Knight, which was the final trilogy of that part. Man, after the Batman release, each and every superhero game, especially the Spider-Man Isomanic version, they totally took a note from it and also make it how a superhero games should made in the first place. And that is the inspiration. Take this game and also make a whole over of a new sequel of a Spider-Man game. We do get a 3 types of Spider-Man game. There should be 2. One is because a Spider-Man Miles and Morales does not even consider as a part of Spider-Man, it considers as a Spider-Man 1 of a DLC version. But people who actually played this game having a good time, they consider it as a quote-unquote of a sequel or Spider-Man 2. So as a numerical number of Spider-Man 2 game, people consider as a Spider-Man another version. Anyway, I already make a Spider-Man 2 video on my channel. If you are already have a same config as mine, which is a Ryzen 5600 GT, go through, check it. I didn't even play that game without help of any GPU. That's all for this lucky app. Let's see the settings, and for the settings, let's see our display segment. For in this display segment, I'm currently playing this game in a full screen mode and playing with my 1080p resolution, trying to set my FSR with off. Of course, I always off in my other games too. This type of FSR doesn't even going to give you an actual FPS. It is somewhat going to give you a fake FPS, and if you are enabling it, you are somewhat of a putting yourself with a low latency. But when you are going to press some certain keys to your characters to do some actions and some other stuff, there will be somewhat of a delay will be there. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that this game actually allows you to lower your resolution, unlike some other games such as the Wuthering Edge, Beast of Incarnation, Halo Campaign Evolved. Those games doesn't even allow you to lower your resolution. There is some other method to do that, especially go to your display settings. I'm not talking about in-game display settings, I'm talking about the monitor display settings. Go there, change your default resolution, which is 1080p to 720p, and set it. When you're going to open this game, that game actually forced to open with a 720p rather than with a 10 native resolution, whatever your monitor have. So this is like a kind of like a way too much conventional method, but in these times of era, if the game does not even allow us to lower our resolution, then how are we going to get a sustainable FPS? This 5600 GT and also Vega 7 combo is not even going to be help you to hold itself to provide a 40 constant FPS within this 1080p resolution. So you are bound to be lower your resolution to get a much more FPS. Since it is a story based game, and if I just somehow set it with a 1080p, I'm going to get a sustainable FPS, and for that reason I'm playing it. But if you are not even satisfied with the FPS that you are going to get with your 1080p resolution, if you do have more than that, that's totally on your end part, then I guess this game is also editing the options to lower it down. So okay, that's all for this like a resolution part. Let's move on to our upscale method. Since it is a AMD part, I have to put it with the FSR 3. If I just somehow change it with the access way too much suitable or compatible towards the Intel GPU, since I'm not even using any of this part of Intel, so I am bound to use the FSR 3. Other things, IGIT, I don't know what is the settings for. I guess it is for the integrated GPU such as the USD versions. I don't know what is this actually for. If you know, you can totally let me know in the comment section. Anyway, I'm just setting it to the FSR 3 and also set it with the ultra performance. Of course, I really want to have a much FPS possible and try to play this game with the ultra performance, not even having a choppy things. Try to increase the sharpness with a 10. And other things, which is the dynamic resolution scale, of course it is off since I'm using the ultra performance and also AMD FSR 3. Why am I going to use my dynamic resolution or scaling? Since you are already enabling the FSR 3 method and also using the upscale quality things, I guess there is no need for you to choose any of the settings from the dynamic scaling. So I'm going to off it and also make my upscale quality ultra performance. So for the graphics settings, I'm going to set it lowest as much as possible to get a higher amount of FPS. These types of things that you have to lower it down, especially the sharpness. If you're not even seeing a good FPS on your end, I guess lowering down your sharpness actually going to give you a much more FPS. But there is one thing is for sure, is that your game will actually looks much more choppy, and having to play with a 60 or almost like a 50 FPS is not going to be fruitful if your game's looking like a Roblox. Anyway, that's all for this like graphic settings. Let's see the gameplay. Man, swinging in these games actually way too much fluid, but if I talk about the fluidity and also much more smoothness, of course Spider-Man 2 just totally debunk all of these previous releases, especially the Miles and Morales and also some our Spider-Man 1. This is the Spider-Man 1 of the Isomanic franchise, and I guess in this mission you are going to see that how much of FPS that I'm going to get, especially in here. Lots of action moment are going to be happen. Can I even cutscene it? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm getting a 30 FPS in some action moments.
fresh cup of bodily harm.
Control dodge. Oh my god, I can even just totally dodge meteors. Man, I totally forgot what I can do in this like a first part of this game, since I played this game almost 3 years ago.
Next customer. This doesn't look
Sorry, man. My combat is not even up to the level to give you a satisfy. Okay, I can just. Oh my god.
Man, Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Throwing his stuff in his Spider-Man is actually cool, man.
What's your status?
Almost done here. You?
We're about to go in.
Be there soon. Can't wait to see Willie's face when you slap the cuffs on him.
Air combo. There's some other combos such as I can swing and also give them a little bit of a damage there, but I guess this part 1 of a Spider-Man does not even allow me to have it with their first
What's
mission.
happening?
Nope.
Yuri? Yuri!
Some action moment, especially when the explosions are happening, I'm not even getting a constant 40 FPS. I'm bound by like a 36 or 35. You can see that when I try to move my cursor vigorously enough, the FPS just really goes down with the 29 or 27. Of course, there are lots of things going on, especially some LOD, distance, explosions, some other stuff is also going on. This Vega 7 of a 5600 GT combo is not even capable enough to handle this types of game with a native resolution and also going to give you a 40 FPS. But since it is a mid-range budget, having this type of FPS, man,
You okay?
what can I say?
Out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
This is actually good
I'm
enough.
gonna go,
Do your thing.
And another important part is that the reason that I actually uploading a Spider-Man Remastered on this configuration is that we already have a new Spider-Man movie which is a brand new day, and people who actually watch the movie, they really wanted to try Spider-Man games to feel themselves as a Spider-Man, and these games can give you a closest types of experience that you could ever find. There are some lots of player count are also increasing. What?
sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy.
What's Spider-Man doing here? He's gonna mess everything up!
Oh, thanks for the confidence boost, guys.
Get him! Get him! Don't let him spook you! Get that arm fight like
I guess this is what they call a hostile workplace.
can't let him... Or you just made a big mistake. No! I'll teach you some respect.
Where should I go? Okay, I have to press 1 to heal.
Down, down, down!
Gotta take those shooters out.
What the hell was that? No more game! Are you kidding me?
The combat is not even that good for the first version. Of course, I already played Spider-Man 2 recently, so the combat fluidity that Spider-Man 2 already provide me there, man, it is way too much good.
I think that's all of them.
Come on, come on!
Come on, chop chop!
They shut the elevators down! Take the stairs!
I don't know why did I heard this word. It totally comes out of
For
my
a more
mouth.
direct approach.
And I really want to, and I really feel like to say it. Okay,
Spider-Man.
wall crawling.
Heading to the upper floors and hoping nobody turns on the
Why
elevator.
should I crawl there? I
Our
can
choppers are
run.
taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed men on every floor.
He's desperate.
And he's hitting us with everything he's got.
I have to find him and end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter.
Okay,
They're
we have
wiping
to
all
move
their data
along.
servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it
What
is.
the story is actually telling us to do.
Call from May. Better answer. Hi, Aunt May.
What is all that noise?
Watching a superhero movie. What's up?
A superhero movie. Man, you are in a superhero. Spider-Man really loves to break the fourth wall.
Love you too.
Stay in bed.
Man, what happened to my buttons?
Don't keep doing that.
What the finisher?
So we can't jump around.
How exactly do
Oh.
you think this ends well for you?
Damn. In this inside of building, I'm getting a 40 FPS. Of course, there is not even that much of a distraction or some demanding area here and there. So I'm bound to get a good FPS. Of course, when you are in a closest or limited area, your game will actually looks much more smoother compared to your open world areas. Oh, what was their finishing?
Get down here and fight like a
Regret your life choices yet?
Oh, that's some WWE shit move, man.
boss wants you.
What happened? I'm pressing a F
Gotta find that server
to
room
cover
before
up my
some
distance towards my enemy, but yeah, man. What?
Going this way, they'll destroy all the evidence. I should look for a sneaky way in.
Sneaky way?
There we go.
Okay, I have to go to the vents,
Like my own
man.
private ventrance.
Mission in these types of vent and also walking
This may
through
be
the
a dirty
enemy's
criminal,
base.
but it's remarkable.
Oh, it totally reminds me of the Batman's types of
Boss
things.
wants everything erased. Can't make it delete any badness.
There is a takedown in Batman similar to like that, but that takedown is somewhat of a
You think the cops
chain combo. Yes, chain combo.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Spider-Man! Don't let him near the console! Shouldn't have messed with the kickpin. Hold him back!
Warning. Full deletion imminent.
I thought the IT guys at my last job were rude.
Let's throw it out.
You should run!
Okay.
Gotta access that console before everything's gone.
I have to skip the cinematic scene.
Get past him. Destroy everything!
look around? I do this.
Oh, that was good slam.
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous, overstuffed crime lord before breakfast.
Without me, the scum I kept in check will run rampant. It'll be your fault.
It's been a long, tough road, Fisk. Almost sad to see it
Okay,
end.
there is our finishers. Damn, WWE move. What I did
Mere
say, man.
We'll get ready for the main event.
Not a chance in hell, buddy!
Let's just pull these things and throw it out. Ooh, that was some good action moment. But my FPS remains
Fisk could have the whole place.
still
locked.
there.
I'm sitting in a bomb unit.
I'll make sure no one gets in their way.
Kill him!
That was a good combo. Choke slam. That's not a choke slam. You have to grab his neck and also throw him into the shit ground.
I
But
think that's all of them.
you can consider as a minimalistic of a choke slam.
It's clear! Move up!
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan?
Yup. You heard it right.
You go after them. We'll look for the bombs.
Trapped by the last. Everyone clear out! Evacuate the building!
Sorry for that. This video is going to be longer than, especially I'm going to cover the action moment where you have to fight with the Lee guy in the first mission and also save some other citizen to some other QTA moments. You know, most infamous one.
We can't move! We're pinned down!
I'll lift it. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
Oh man, these QTA moments. Spider-Man! Oh man, that's why I really love the PlayStation games. They are the most standout game with this types of mechanic of a QTA moment where you are going to interact with the cinematic views. Interaction really does help,
Okay, Willie.
man.
Coming your way.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Where to go?
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
And no one to chase him if he flies away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was.
Should I go there? Yes, this is the way.
Damn. Yuri, get EMTs up here, fast!
We're trying.
We have to see the vision. Damn, the explosion really does cause me a lose of FPS.
Incoming!
There is a combo where I can totally rebound that RPG's missile.
More rockets? A little excessive, don't you
But
think?
I guess I'm not even that level in this part 1 to have this combo. Oh, oh, man.
What? Is it National Rocket Day or something? Gotcha!
Okay.
Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
He's here! Get him!
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
Start praying!
Kill them out.
Don't even think about doing that to me! Don't mess with the Kingpin and live! Stay away from that thing!
Man, I really tried to do the combo of his Spider-Man 2, but I'm forgetting each and every time this is Spider-Man 1. Oh my god, man. So that's all for this video. If you like it, leave a like. If you do have any more comments about this game regarding our own personal experience, you can totally let me know in the comment section. So up until to the next video, wait for it. Peace.